Well, all right. You got a. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say you have a album that's supposed to come out next month, right?
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth, man. Yeah, man. The group that I rap with, Cross the Network. Shout out to Cross the Network. Yeah, man. We are working on this album. We putting the finishing touches on it now. Going back and doing a little editing on the verses. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure everything crispy before we release it, man. But yeah, it's supposed to be coming out soon, the end of next month. Yeah, we're really excited about this project, man. We've been working on it for a while. We got some good songs on there, man, and I'm excited about it.
Well, all right. We actually have a song that you blessed us with, and we're getting ready to let everyone else listen to this song for the first time. If you're just now tuning in, and if you've tuned into other shows, you've probably heard it a million times, and it's still just as awesome. Definitely holler at us, 347-857-1395. This next song right now is Internal Struggle by Cross the Network. Check it out.
Crying out to you. I need you. I need you. Right now. Right now.
The crazy thing, I know it's right and wrong, but my mind keeps telling me you study long, you study wrong. Trying to stay straight, but you keep knocking me off course. Turning up on the heat, and you're showing no remorse. Is this a coincidence, or am I into this? Gotta come up out that flesh, cause I'm not feeling this. Feeling like a bad dream, I gotta shake you off. Cause that life you selling, not that life I'm trying to walk. You know, you say be real, well let's be real though. I know you're down to ride, grass not always greener on that other side. Riding with you's like taking penitentiary chances. I'm living for my king, so you're the one that I can't hang with. When it comes to my faith, I can't compromise. It's not on and off, not like taxes, I can't itemize. I'm leaning, but it's not from my own understanding. So if I kick it with you, then salvation you can't.
Lord, hear my cry. Can't take this on my own. I'm dying inside. Lord, you're my only hope. What can I do? I don't know what to say, so I look to you and praise you anyway.
Eternal struggle. I can relate to this. When burdens get heavy, I don't struggle, I lift. My cares ain't mine, I give them to God to sift. My life ain't mine, I give it to Christ so I can live. The flesh is a dirty dog, the mangy mud is nipping at my heels, trying to plant seeds of fear in my ear, saying you don't love God for real, silence please. I kick the sack of fleas, I speak the word out please. The wind of the spirit is blowing, you feel the breeze. The Prince of Peace is here, my mind is at ease. Hiding in his presence, avoiding the dog days, chilling with my friend during the cool of the day. You're living Romans chapter 7, turn the page to chapter 8. Read it, meditate, let that thing marinate. Let the truth permeate your heart as late. Building my most holy faith when I pray. All troubles and struggles about faith.
Lord, hear my cry. Can't take this on my own. I'm dying inside. Lord, you're my only hope. What can I do? I don't know what to say, so I look to you and praise you anyway. Lord, hear my cry. I can't take this on my own. I'm dying inside. Lord, you're my only hope. What can I do? I don't know what to say, so I look to you and praise you anyway.
We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the dark world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. The journey to heaven seems hard, But there's a calmness from the spirit that's left in my heart. In spite of the strife in my life, there's a light left in the dark. I walked in shame, cause the pain affected my heart. It was like a plague in a stage, an infection that starts to my organs until it reaches the rest of my part. But I won't give in, I would rather reject and depart this wretched system. I know they're beheading Christians, but I'ma still give the message. Just know to the death of my march, blazing with the gospel till there's nothing left for the spark. I ain't giving up, ain't switching up, won't be left with the mark. The military will work the procedures through searches and seizures. No selling and trading, no purchases either. They're developing a mechanism for you to reject the living God and accept the system that will be worse than this reckless living. Arriving at the day when this world will turn into a mega prison. Now it's a war, and it's a time to choose what side are you on. It's a military zone. It's a military zone out here. Now it's a war, and it's the time to choose what side are you on. It's a military zone. It's a military zone out here. Father, life is taking a toll on my body. I need you to take control of my body. It's eating me up inside. I must decide, is it gonna be this road or gonna be the other side? I must confide in someone, cause I can't take it no more. Been plotting, I'm getting belotting. Now we're faced with a war. I need a place to ignore all of these bothers and problems. Wish I could solve them or stop them. Hate that I got them. I gotta try to stay calm while facing these issues, but constantly clenching my palms while pacing the floor. Watching my tears drop from my face to the floor. How can you deal with the hurt? The hurt makes it feel like a curse. The curse makes it feel even worse. Say Jehovah, they get dogmatic culture. We are all clashing. You look at homosexuals, then you start bashing purposely to cause damage. Police cause havoc, but they're not the one who can save us from our flawed status. Now it's a war, and it's the time to choose what side are you on. It's a military zone. It's a military zone out here. Now it's a war, and it's the time to choose what side are you on. It's a military zone. It's a military zone out here. Even though these are the craziest times, I feel like it's a race against time. And I have to keep my faith in this time and walk in the Lord's grace, because His ways are divine. Every day it's a grind. Society has released an infection that's plaguing my mind to make some think that we are a faded design. I'm not walking away from my faith, there's no way to resign. I'm a Christian, and I'm proud to say it. I won't be quiet, I'll bring a riot, be loud and say it. I'm not pushing my belief on you. I pray you will receive the truth and see the truth that Jesus is not the image the world perceives to you. He is the savior of the world that is trying to bring peace to you. I can no longer call this country a United States. So much segregation, separation, we're a divided state. I know the day is coming when I will have to deny my faith, but I can't deny the one who died and provided grace.
Yes, indeed. For y'all who just tuning in, this is Final Reflect Focus. We just got done listening to a couple of nice songs, really, really nice songs. The first one was by Cross the Network, and you can check out all of their music and anything else they're doing in the ministry. You can check everything out that's Cross the Network. Go on Facebook, facebook.com/CrossTheNetwork. Trust me, you will not be dissatisfied. And that last song that played was by my man, my boy, my partner. I mean, y'all are my partners, but it's still all good. That was Brother Minister with Military Zone. You can check out his work on Final Reflect on Facebook. And everybody who knows Echo and I, you should already know, but if you don't know, it's facebook.com/Final Reflect. Echo, I have a question for you, Echo.
You got a question for me?
Yes.
Oh, dear. Okay. What's the question?
No, it's nothing bad like that. What is
Coming
your
from
take?
you, I never know.
No. What is your take on these hot seat questions? Do you think the next one should be a little stranger or just straight to the point?
Considering the guests that we have, I think they should be stranger.
Gotcha. That's what we're going to do. And you know what? Later on, before the show ends, we're going to do that with one more person. We now have our next guest star in the building. We just got done talking to Mr. Joe Lash, and now we're getting ready to talk to Brother Minister. How's it going, fam?
Oh, everything's good. How about yourself?
Oh, can't complain, man. Talked to you a few days ago,
right.
and we was cracking jokes and having a good time. So, the Lord is definitely blessing these taking the stress off right about now.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Miss Echo, how are you today?
I am doing well. How are you doing today?
I'm good. My eyes and my eyes is open.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes that is all we can ask. So,
Amen.
So that is good.
For all the listeners out there who have no idea who Brother Minister is, you guys need to go check his stuff out. Why don't you let them know who you are a little bit, man?
Brother Minister is a Christian rapper, born and raised from Detroit, Michigan. A very, I don't want to say talented or anything like that. I really don't want to be arrogant. But really, I'm a very deep and a very thoughtful Christian rapper that touches on many topics of today and what is definitely relevant in that lines up with the Bible. Of course, I am an active churchgoer, hopefully that most of us are. I'm a minister of the word, and I am a father, I am a husband, and I wear many hats. Also, so that's just to name just a few.
All right.
But, that's one of my main.
So being a deep impact rapper, then lyrics definitely play a big part in what you do. What do you look for when you are writing your lyrics? I mean, because you are so insightful and thoughtful about your process, what is it that you look for in writing do you like to use the word God and Jesus a lot in your stuff, or do you tend to not strew that through your lyrics so much and use other means of impact to get your message across?
Okay. It depends on a few factors. One factor could be dependent on what moment I'm in. So if I may be writing something that I'm actually going through and I put that down on paper and I see how God is going to actually, unfold it out. Sometimes I go in one direction that I want to go in, but then God leads it into another direction and say that I need you to touch on this because you're crying out for the multitudes with your music and they need to hear that for some motivation or for some encouragement, and things of that nature. So, of course, first and foremost, I do look to penetrate the heart and to make people think. And I told Dr. this before, that I look to make people cry because I need people to get into that emotion as well, because God gave us all these different kinds of abilities and things that we can have inside of our body, these emotions and these things that we go through mentally as well. So I think all those things need to be activated as well. So I look to do that. But a lot of times what I want to do, God just redirects it. And sometimes I come from a very dark and dreary place, but see, that's the testimony of a man, you know what I mean? That comes from a shattered, a broken place, and then you can see that darkness that he was in, and then you see a little bit of that light, and then you see him coming out of that storm, and now you see him giving God the glory. See, God gets glory out of everything, you know what I mean?
Right.
See, everything is used for him. Everything was created by him. You know what I mean? So, the things that seem illogical to us are very logical to God. You know what I mean? The things that we don't understand are the things that are of God, because, he's really not, he's understanding, but his ways are not our ways. So this is the reason why sometimes we can't, line things up like, okay, I don't understand why you're taking me through this, Lord. Why? But it's something that he's doing. He's shaping and molding, and, he's chiseling some things off of you so he can build you up for his purpose.
Do you feel a sense of responsibility as a Christian artist that because we don't understand, I mean, so many Christians just in general don't understand God's ways and God's purposes. Do you feel that as an artist, that by using lyrics that we are somehow bringing some understanding by using lyrics into words? I mean, putting understanding into words, into song. I mean, in that order, you know, taking God's messages, putting understanding to it, putting it into words, putting the words into song, and then bringing it to listeners